Testing. Can you hear me now? Zone, let me know if you can hear me now. Okay, perfect. All right. So, yeah, sorry about that. No, what I was saying is, first of all, welcome to the Game Changer 00100 show. I'm your host, Game Changer. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. All right. So, let me put her back on the screen. All right. So the woman that you see here under the or above the "Don't Have Kids" sign is an interesting case story. I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd make a funny, quick YouTube video. But I want people to know that I don't think that the newer generations are really going to embrace the sisterhood the way the previous generation has. One, because people tend to follow a certain type. It's called the halo effect. They follow a certain type of person, and sisterhood women aren't really the type of women that people are naturally prone to follow. People appreciate their freedom, independence, the fact that they could say and do whatever they want without consequences, seemingly without consequences. But that's starting to change as well. And the general behavior is just not something that's welcoming to other groups of people. So the sisterhood does seem to be on a decline. And even when they have, even their own children are starting to turn away from the sisterhood. I'm going to play this quick video for you. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute. All right, here we go.
And this is why I'm team fuck them kids, for real. Because stuff like this, you ain't ever in your life have to go ahead and tell that lady that. You don't even know me like that. Honestly, you only know me for because I'm really sick of this shit. Let me tell y'all why y'all shouldn't have kids. So it's a good day. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling myself. I put this little skirt stripe in my hair last night. So we get to my son's.
Okay. What is a scrunch stripe? Or whatever she called it. She had like a little bit of accent. And I know some places in the South they say the SC blended letters or whatever you want to call it a little different. But what is that? Is that blonde thing that she put there, like Storm? I mean, because which is cool. Just curious. I never heard it called that.
Football practice, and the cheerleading coach walked by. She like, "Hey, mom, your hair is really cute." I'm like, "Thank you so much." Feeling myself. Here go my 7-year-old. Well, she used to wear wigs all the time, but now she loves herself.
And there you have it. A 7-year-old boy says to his mother, like, you don't love yourself if you wear wigs. She used to be a person that didn't love herself. Now she loves herself and she's wearing what appears to be her natural hair. And she's putting a blonde streak in it, but she loves herself. She loves herself more than what she did when she had a wig on. This is seven. This is seven. 7-year-old boys are seeing something wrong with elements of the sisterhood, with things that the sisterhood say and do, even if their mother probably was a part of it. And I don't know this woman. I don't know if she's a part of it or not. Yeah, she's bigger, yes, but she also has several kids. So, you know, and she's with a dude that probably likes bigger women. So there you have that. But nevertheless, her son said, fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't want to have anything to do with this. I know the difference between a woman who loves herself and a woman who is putting on the wig of someone from a different country and culture. Hit that like button.
And this is why I'm team fuck them kids, for real. Because stuff like this, you ain't ever in your life have to go ahead and tell that lady that. You don't even know me like that. Honestly, you only know me for.
Okay. Thought it was funny and it was. So she was about to say you only know me for 7 years, and that's obvious, but still, he knows the world. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take much mental maturity to know that a person, an adult person that doesn't have the big C and is not like 80 plus shouldn't be wearing wigs. He understands that and he just put that out there. So this is the future. The future is a generation of young men and boys, and hopefully young girls, who says, you know something? There is something severely wrong with the way my parent or parents was doing these things. There's something severely wrong with a grown woman who is capable of growing hair, not doing so and placing a wig in its place. There's something extraordinarily wrong with this. And they know that now from 7 to 17 and beyond. They realize that, you know, something, we now live in a global market and we live in a global mating market. Some like it, some hate it. But we do live in a global mating market, which means that, you know, a white guy from Kentucky can get with a yellow woman from, Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. That is the world that we live in. And you are not going to be, and I'm pretty sure that that's the school that he goes to. You know, that's the mothers of the other players on the football team. Like they all, you can't ignore it. We no longer live in these isolated ghettos or these isolated black communities where, you know, a young boy at 7 years old, all he sees is gold teeth and wigs. So he's just under the impression that when women go old, when women become adults, they naturally grow wigs out of their head, and when men become adults, um, they naturally just get gold teeth. You know how kids lose their baby teeth? Like, oh, you lose your baby teeth, then you lose your white teeth, then you get your gold teeth. There are kids out there at one point that used to think that way. Now that's no more because they have non-black people in their life. They see a different way of doing things, and fortunately, they see faults in the. What's going on, Bernard? They see faults in the way that we currently do things. And having a wig on your head is a fault. That's an obvious fault. Like if you're in a community and you look around at all the other mothers and yours is the one with a wig, it's obvious who don't love themselves, and even a 7 year old can see it. Now, I'm gonna say this, and then, like I said, I'll make this short video. I want to keep it under 10 minutes. But so now that we've gotten to that part, what in the hell is wrong with you men who are not only above 18, but you are above 7? You're above 7. And then you have these, real true SIMP types that will say a man shouldn't be judging a woman by her hair. Well, kid does. Everybody else seems to see the value. Like, why isn't a man can't judge a woman's beauty? A 7 year old does, boys and girls. Everybody seems to understand. They understand that, your hair is your glory, and how unglorious is somebody else's hair. They understand that. Somebody said the Dago supremacy facade is failing. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's cracks in it. It was see, people were under the impression that it would be this way forever. That even the Daggle, when the Daggle created the Daggle Society, they just assumed that the world would have to tolerate it, that society at large would have to tolerate it, or else, they would be considered racist or sexist, and that they can just continue down this path. If somebody gets annoyed or frustrated at their behavior, they will just call the opposite to whatever race of person that is. If it's a white woman, they beat her up themselves. If it's a white man, they call some thug. If it's a black man, they'll call the cops. They will always just they thought that they could play this game forever and that there would be no consequences. But here it is, a new generation, the voice of a new generation saying, "I am not with this shit." They are saying, "I am not with this." What I don't know what possessed that particular generation to put a wig on and behave a certain way, but I'm not with this. And if you somebody, mama, by the way, who in the hell has like embarrassing parents to where? Because I know I did. I know my parents was a major liability. I'm not gonna say why, but in junior high, I used to play the dozens a lot. I used to play the dozens a lot, and I was real good at it. Whatever you want to call it, capping, just making fun. And one major weak point was during Science Fair Day. Now, Science Fair Day used to be or should be the day that I am king, because I'm not an athlete or anything like that. So it was something that was for me, for appreciation for kids like me. And I know that people are scanning and looking for weaknesses to make fun of. So be on point when you take your kids to any event. They are scanning. The other kids are looking. They're probing for weakness. Now I went to all black junior high, or more or less, mostly black junior high. A little bit of Mexican, a little bit of Chinese or Asian, and but nowadays, kids are going to much more diverse schools. And if they play the dozens like I played the dozens, or if they just like generally like teasing other kids, your mama with the wig is a huge liability. It is a huge one. It is a huge liability. It is a huge vulnerability. So, parents, don't embarrass your kids. It's a new generation. Get down with the new program. With that, I'd like to thank everybody who joined, everybody who hit that like button. I'd like to give a special thanks to Freedman's Journal for the offline super chat. This is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace. Oh, and by the way, happy 4th.